I came outside of New York broke, right? Like about a year ago, just in time for them to legalize weed in New York. I was like, that's polite, perfect time. I was smoking weed outside when I saw the news. I was just like, interesting. I was just a badass. Now I'm a law-abiding citizen. I needed time to process. I was like, who am I? I waited until the next Tuesday before I smoked weed in front of any police. Wanted to make sure they got that Monday briefing under their belt. I was not trying to get knocked out because someone didn't check their phone in time. This cop just standing over me like, oh shit. He was right. I'll suspend myself with pay. It's a luxury.
Very big on the whole social media thing either. People don't do strange things on there often, but sometimes they get a little too social, and I'm like, I'm out. Like I pull the plug on Instagram, and it'll be normal stuff. It'll just get a little too weird to me. Like this guy messaged me. He was like, "Hey man, I saw you posted a picture eating pizza, and I wanted to ask you, where'd you get that pizza at?" And I didn't say anything right away, so he sent a follow-up message. He was like, "Hey man, I hope you're not planning on ignoring me." I was like, I wasn't, but now that you said the creepiest message ever, I'm deleting my Instagram. Sometimes people just get straight weird. Like one guy sent me a message on Instagram and I never opened it. So then he sent me the exact same message again on Facebook. That's like if you hit on a girl, she rejected you, and then you went home and changed your shirt and hit on her again. Now you're just weird in two different colors.
Reconnected with my biological father, man. Recently, yeah. Yeah, it's dope. It's cool. He did 17 years in prison. He didn't do it, you know, according to him. No, that's what I hear y'all laughing. That's what he told me. Shit. He said, I didn't do it. And I said, I'm not a detective, you know? I'll let that case just chill where it's at, dog. Yeah, attempted murder, man. 17 years. Also, attempted murder, finish the job, dog. What are you doing? We're trying to get you a Netflix doc, homie. You can't do that if you just attempting murder, dog. Finish it. Whatever you gotta do, man. Come on, man. Stop playing, Pops. Get it right, dude.
I went up to one of these horses to try and ride it, and it was really nervous, and it backed away from me. And my mom looked me in my eyes, and she goes, breathe in his nose. What? She was like, breathe in his nose, it'll relax him. And I was like, oh, no. No, I'm not gonna do that. And she goes, no jokes. Okay, if you breathe in a horse's nose, he'll relate to you and he'll understand you. And I was like, there's no fucking way that that's true at all. Because I worked in a restaurant. Do you know how many customer service situations would be diffused if that was like even remotely true? Right? Like some lady comes up to me, she's like, excuse me, I ordered my iced tea 45 minutes ago, where is it? And I go, come here. Like, what are we... What?
Texas has not legalized weed. We've been asking them to, and they just gave us more guns. We legalized open carry. We were like, we just want to carry weed. They're like, how about carry a bazooka? I was like, I don't want to. It's like, no license needed. We don't need a license. We just carry guns out in the open. But I like California style better. You guys were like, let's make it easier for people to smoke weed. And Texas was like, nah, let's make it easier for people to smoke other people.
A lot of makeup, okay? And I'm worried if I ever went missing, they'd have to use two pictures. One with makeup and one without. Or else someone's gonna be like, well, I thought I found her. But in the picture, she had eyebrows. So, I'm not sure.
I found out recently I'm lady years old. I was called a lady. And I was not happy about it. I was getting a smoothie, and the kid behind the register, I say kid, but I think he was about 28. He goes, this smoothie's for the lady over there in the sweater vest. And I was like, first of all, it's not a sweater vest, okay? It's a sweater tank top. And second of all, have a little respect, okay? No woman under 78 years old ever wants to be called a lady, okay? We do not want that word used to describe us, ever. Like, I'd rather be called a whore, you know? I'd rather him be like, this is for the whore in the back. In the sweater tank top.
I'm not arguing anybody in 2022. I'm not doing it. My stepdad tried it. He was like, he doesn't like using gender pronouns. He won't use people's preferred pronouns. He said, I'm not going to call anybody a she just because they want to be called a she. If you weren't born a woman, I'm not going to call you a she. And I thought that was weird coming from a man who my whole childhood wanted me to call him dad. You've never been a father. Like, what are you... Like, dude, your pronouns is Steve. Like, dad's... Pronouns is my mom's bitch. Like, dad's...
Try to start off with smart jokes just because, like, often in my life people assume that I'm like a dumb guy. Because I, look like this. Someone once told me that I look like I get my foot stuck in a lot of buckets. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys so much, dude. It's genuinely my dream in life is to tell that joke to a crowd and they all look at me and they go, oh, I don't see that at all. But you guys... That hurts my feelings. I kind of look like a father and his son had a kid. This is for all of you. Fuck you guys.
Little things happen as you get older that you don't expect. I always thought getting older was like, oh, you get wrinkles and your back hurts, right? That's what getting older was. There's all these other little weird things. Like, one thing that happened recently is I started seeing a piece of dust in the upper left side of my eye. Just this tiny piece of dust. So I went to my doctor. I was like, I'm seeing dust in my upper left side of my eye. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's called a floater. I was like, well, what do I do about it? And he's like, just don't look to the upper left anymore. I was like, ever? He's like, no, what's up there? You don't need to look up there anymore. As you get older, you just want to look straight ahead. Stop looking around so much.